Good performance, man. Don't ever leave Chelsea. Never give up. Loftus-Cheek, always.
On the big screen, brother.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started about this match.
Guys, this
United.
I don't even have to start this because I'm actually pissed. I don't know why I'm not. I'm actually pissed off with this performance as well. United as well. I got my family, my cousin, but everyone messaged me at 1-0. Every single person messaged me. I don't know how on my socials, but yeah. Look, Matt, I'm gonna let you take over, man, because I don't know what to say. You just let it out, bro.
Oh, I got some things to say, so if Matt ain't got nothing,
just as
Right,
go.
I mean,
I'm fixing to tear some people a new asshole.
I'll let Jesters go first because Jesters loves a good rant.
So everybody was so happy with that freaking starting front three. Who's the goal scorer in there? Please, somebody tell me who's going to score the goals in that front three. Anybody got a name? Guess what? We don't have a goal scorer in that front three. We have two people who are supposed to be creators who created nothing, and Werner, who couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. So I don't know why you were so happy about that front three, but I don't ever want to see it start again.
I didn't want that front three for him.
Well, there was people happy. Oh, Starboy starting on the left. What did he do in the second half? He was invisible. This is what I'm saying about this kid. He's a good up-and-coming player, but he is not at this level. I don't want to hear about it. Ziyech, man, you ran the whole game. What'd you create? You're supposed to be a wander of a left foot, going to create all this stuff for us? Nothing. Timo Werner, you had a chance, the ball set up for it. Well, you got 1 foot only? You can't hit that ball with your left foot? Try to hit it on. I mean, it's just stupidity. Let's go to Alonso. Were you even on the pitch today, brother? Were you on the pitch today? No, I don't think so. Jorginho, you have a head. You can head that ball back toward the Man U goal. Try to bring it down with your foot? Are you kidding me? It's not like you're RJ or Pulisic who can do that. That was awful. Terrible. The only time they had chances is through our screw-ups. Okay, that's it. They had nothing else. Our screw-ups gave them the two big chances. The one they put in the back of the net and Fred being Fred.
And when they tried to win with an offside goal near the end.
Well, they could have, but that, again, but, you know, I'm sorry. It was not good enough. We missed Chilwell already. I'm sorry. Alonso gives you nothing. Nothing from that left-hand side. I'm sorry. He doesn't hold on to the ball. He can't make anybody miss. He's just he's a dead man walking. He's a road cone. He's a speed bump, whatever you want to say. He gave you absolutely nothing.
To be fair, he got robbed of assist from Hudson-Odoi. I can give him prop for that, really, in the third minute.
Yeah, but I don't score would have, could have, should have. Okay? Callum should be scoring that goal. Yeah. I can name a whole handful of players on our team that would have scored that.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad for sure.
So this again, this was not any different from Juventus's first half. The only difference is Chalobah scored. That's the only difference between that first half and the Juventus first half.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm more frustrated with this performance and result than Burnley. This one hit differently, definitely for sure. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna just blame it on any player whatsoever, but I thought Loftus-Cheek could have done a bit better as well. Right. No, he could have.
It was probably his quietest game. I think he struggled with when he was in the final third. I don't think he was making good enough final third passes, and that's not normally something he does. Generally, was a quiet game, but I mean, there was moments where he was good, and then there was moments that I think he could have done a lot better. I wouldn't say he's anywhere near the worst player on the pitch.
I didn't.
But yeah, I think he could have done better. But there you go. I mean, if it's my turn to go on a rant,
Go on,
Jorginho,
brother.
Jorginho, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
Oh,
What the hell? Anything else? I mean, and even with the, I understand you can use your head, but if that was a defender making that mistake and messing up the touch, I could understand a little bit because I expect my defender not to be good at touching. But my regista centre midfielder, I expect you to touch the ball down perfectly. It's not like it's one of them ones where it's coming fast. You've had ages to look at the ball. And then what makes it worse for me is not even the mistake that he makes. It's the fact that he doesn't even go and try and chase the ball back. He's having Alonso pace past him. Mr. Alonso is getting past Jorginho and is closer to Sancho than Jorginho is. Jorginho stood still. That is not what I want to see from what is supposed to be my vice captain or captain when Aspie's not on the pitch. That is not what I want to see from a captain. And yes, yes, you got the penalty. What do you fucking do? I could have scored that penalty.
The worst thing is, before that mistake, he was actually doing okay. That's the worst thing about it.
He was doing all right. He was doing all right in the midfield. But unfortunately, you make mistakes like that, you're going to get called out for it. And that has cost us 2 points that in the end of the season could make a hell of a lot of difference. Yeah. Obviously, there's players in the front three that haven't done well. There was Callum Hudson-Odoi who made... I thought generally in the first half he did quite well, but there was one pass, and I can't remember who it was supposed to be to.
Timo.
I think it was supposed to... Yeah, Timo. That was criminal. You should be making that pass. You should be making that pass. But that is the story of Chelsea FC. So I'm not going to moan at him for that. But then that finish, he should have also taken that. He should have also taken that. Ziyech, man looked like Mason Mount at the beginning of Frank Lampard. Run and do absolutely nothing with it. Just run.
It wasn't good enough, but I don't think he was bad. That's the thing. It's not good enough, but I don't think he was bad.
He put an effort. Fair play. You get a standard 5 for that because you put in effort. But what else did he do? He missed. He's shooting. Some of his passing was okay, but the thing that really annoyed me was his finishing.
Yeah, the finishing was
Ziyech before was absolutely fine with his finish, but every shot, man, just put some power through it. I know you've got thin little legs and that, but surely you can get more power in your legs than that. Every shot was going straight at the keeper or was just so limp and just so weak. You need to put some power through that. I mean, I'd rather you put some power through it and miss it than it just go straight at the goalkeeper. But
Rudiger's chance at the end sums it up. You should have taken a touch, right?
Yeah, he should have taken a touch, but there's plenty of other players that should have scored before that. I mean, a lot of people are going to dig out Rudiger because it's the last chance of the game, but there's so many people
just ice on the cake.
Take their chances.
He's a defender. That's bonus. That's bonus goals you get from your defender. What I'm saying is the attack was crap.
One point I will make though as well, that Alonso shot. If that's Chilwell, he's scoring. Just saying.
Which one?
Just saying. The one in the first half. He's back post. He's absolutely free in acres of space,
and he mistouches.
Mistouches.
Oh, the guy! Well, come on! In real life time, he hit it onto him, man.
No. You're a professional footballer.
If that's Chilwell,
no, come on! You know how it is. If someone hits it, a little touch, obviously he's going to be.
It didn't. It missed Wan-Bissaka. It didn't even touch him.
No, he didn't touch him. He did touch him.
It didn't skim him.
No,
it didn't even change the trajectory of the ball. It still went in the direction it was meant to go. It didn't do anything.
Give me Sal at left wing.
I think that one's a bit harsh.
Mate, give me Reece James at left wing back and you put Pulisic at right wing back. That'll be better.
Or you can put Aspie there, or you can put Joe back there since he doesn't want to score.
You can't defend Alonso anymore. He's so bad. He is actually so bad.
We put a right wing back over there to bring him off the pitch. You realize that. A right-footed. And put Ziyech over there so we would have a left foot on that side. And in the time that Reece James was over there, he played left wing back better than Alonso did.
And if you notice, when the Ronaldo substitution came on, he failed to track back on multiple occasions. Rudiger and Silva had to cover him for him.
Oh, don't.
I'm not going to lie. Rudiger was out of position a couple of times as well, man.
No, he was doing what he was instructed. He was doing what he was instructed. That first chance in the first half, Alonso was supposed to drop in, and so Rudiger could go press Bruno. That's what was supposed to happen, and Alonso didn't drop in because he's picking daisies or something over there. It's not good enough. It is not good enough. Thank God Lukaku looks like he's fit now. Mount looks like he's fit now. Because I'm sorry, the substitutions made more impact in that game in the time that they were on in the attacking areas than the starters did in the whole time they were on. So I'm tired of the agendas. Everybody thinks that they know what the hell they're talking about. I gave you my front three. And if you would have played that front three, you probably would have won that game 4-0. Because there was goals to be had.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like everyone was shit today. Even the manager with his subs too late. I think everyone was.
That's
shit.
a cop out. That's a cop out.
We have a game in 2 days. We have a game in 2 days. 2 days. We have a game.
The everyone was shit thing is a cop out, Sadiq. I'm sorry, man. Not everyone was shit.
Who was good? Who was good? Who was good?
There were certain players. I thought Reece was good. I thought the back three.
Thiago Silva.
I thought the back three were all. I thought the back three were all good. Rudiger missed a chance at the end, but he was pretty much class the whole game. RJ was good.
Reece James wasn't good. Reece James wasn't good.
Bro, Reece James wasn't good in the first half. He was quiet.
Even in the second half.
That's very harsh to say, Ben. He 1 or 2 balls on his crosses weren't perfect, but
no, he was all right. He was all right. He was all right defensively, but going forward, he didn't offer.
Bro, he wasn't there, bro.
Who was the attacking player he was playing with on the right hand side?
That's a conversation to be held.
No, there was nobody.
Yeah,
because Ziyech wasn't there.
But what I'm saying is, Reece James wasn't as good as you guys think he was.
He wasn't. No one was good apart from the centre backs. Really, only the centre backs played well.
I'm sorry, I'm not throwing any shade at RJ.
Yeah, I just think that's a that's just to me.
I'm not saying RJ was bad, but it's just a bit of a stretch.
I didn't say it was bad. I just to the level that we've seen in the last couple of games.
It's just average.
Yeah, it was just an average game. It was just an average game from him. It was just average.
Weren't bad, weren't good. So it's like it's one of them ones you just I would rather not talk about it because it's not.
He had a couple of very nice crosses that nobody made runs to.
Yeah.
He flashed a couple of them across the front of the face of the goal. Everybody was smelling their own farts or something. Nobody made a run.
My God, Alonso and Werner, though, those two stink today, fam. Those two are bad.
Why do you really get service there at the same time?
I told you about our number 9, did I not? They don't get service.
Bro, Sadiq, can't lie. Werner's just dead, bro. Werner's just
dead. I can't do that, Ads. I can't do that. He made 2 or 3 runs in the first half that he was wide open on. And they just didn't play him the ball. I mean, it's ridiculous. He's the number 9, man. I'm sorry. Our wingers are selfish as fuck, man. Like, Werner is the number 9. Play him the ball. He's making runs. He's getting wide open on these runs. And our 2 wingers are just firing shots off of De Gea all day.
Exactly.
Pass the ball. Pass the ball.
Exactly. Werner could have had a hat trick. He legit could have had one. No one wants to pass to him.
Nah, man.
But his chances I had, it was still shit, though, man.
The first 2 chances Callum could have given to him.
But what about his actual chances that he had?
But even so, what about the chances he never got?
That's what I'm talking about. See, it's not the chances he missed the ball off the corner. That was a bad shot. But it's the opportunities that he's creating that he's not getting a chance on. I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Which ones are you talking about?
When half he had got deflected shot in the middle, he should have passed it.
So he made 2 beautiful runs. Callum missed them on, and he made a beautiful run that Loftus missed them on, and he made them both know it. He turned around and looked at them both times.
Right. The Ruben one, it was a bad pass that he tried, and the Callum one, he probably should have passed that one. But the first Callum one, when Callum shot and missed, he shouldn't have passed that.
I know if he misplaced that pass, everyone would have said you should
shoot. Everyone would say you should shoot.
Everyone said
come on, let's be real. When you pick up the ball with like 1 second to think about it, your first instinct is going to be to shoot, man.
I prefer Callum never shoot. He's missing inside the 6 right now. Like, don't shoot, pass the ball. That's what we're told, right? Callum's a passer of the ball. He's an assist man.
Yeah, but
pass the ball.
When you're 10 yards out, you got to shoot, man, right in front of the keeper. You have to.
Well, that's what he's not hitting the target. He's 6 yards out today, Ads, and he fucking flies it right into De Gea from 6 yards out. Like,
you know,
finish the
Werner
ball.
wasn't even open when Callum was just about to shoot. Werner wasn't open like that. It's when De Gea saved it, then Werner was open. So it was too late, regardless.
No, we're not criticizing Callum for taking that shot. He should have put it in the back of the
Oh
net.
yeah, 100%. He should have scored. 100%.
But I mean, with the strikers, I mean, and Timo, I'm not saying it's just two, but I'm going to make the point. We said we've moaned about Lukaku, we've moaned about Havertz, we've moaned about Werner, Pulisic, whoever's been in that number 9 position. But surely, my point is, they all can't be shit in number 9. That the common denominator is that 9 is not getting enough service from whatever winger it is, whether that is a system thing. And if that is a system thing, why did you buy Lukaku in the first place? Because there's no point in having Lukaku if you're not going to give him any service at all. If you were going to buy someone, you'd buy someone like a Firmino who can lay off to all the wingers to score and is very unselfish in what he does. We don't have that type of player.
But Havertz is meant to be that false 9.
No, but Havertz is not that. Havertz is when it comes to that. With Havertz, I always look at him and he's like, as soon as he's in the area, he becomes a threat. When he's outside the area, he doesn't do enough for me. We haven't got that player to play this type of system in terms of the number 9 is unselfish, giving it to the wingers. The problem is we are not giving any service at all, whether it's in a fluid front 3 or whether it's not, to our number 9. That's why every time we've done a match, our number 9 hasn't got more than the 7. Because they're not getting any chances, whether it is Havertz, whether it is Werner, whether it's Lukaku. Lukaku is a serial goal scorer, so we cannot say that, Lukaku's suddenly missing chances. You don't just come to Chelsea and suddenly start missing chances. He's done it in the Premier League, he's done it in Serie A. He's not someone to miss chances. But we're not giving him enough. We're not giving him chances to score. And there's only so much a striker can do. He does tend to run to the right wing, but the problem is the person at the right wing doesn't want to run inside when Lukaku is played, because it's either been someone like Ziyech or someone like Mount who's tended to stay out there or just track back. You need someone to switch with him. This is what happens in Belgium. People say Lukaku doesn't run and doesn't go out onto the wings. He does. He loves to drive out onto that right wing. But you need someone to come inside. You normally see it from whoever is playing on that right side for Belgium. They come in and fill that space that Lukaku has created. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing that at all. And we need to change the. I get we're working. I think with these inverted fullbacks, they have worked. Sometimes in the game, we kept swapping where Ziyech and Callum would go right out wide, and then Reece and that would come in, and that did work at times. We need to do that more. And the problem is now we haven't got Chilwell to do it on the other side. So now they're just going to target Reece, make sure Reece is covered, and we know Alonso won't do, I think, 9 out of 10 times.
Listen, it was fucking shambles today, yeah. But the thing is, we had 24 shots. It's not like we're playing shit. That's what annoys me. How
many goals did we? How many of those 24 shots were on target?
Not many. I think 6. 6.
Yeah,
6.
Yep. Not good enough. Not good enough. And I'm sorry, if Romelu is good enough to play in this game, then, or if he's only going to get 5 minutes, then don't play him. He should have come on at 60 minutes without question.
Yeah. So the changes should have been made at 60, I believe.
Yeah, no question.
Should have been way earlier. 100%.
I mean, I've said before, Tuchel doesn't like to make his subs quickly, which is, I think, probably the only problem with Tuchel, really.
That's okay if you're winning. That's okay if you're winning, but when you're down 1 and you're chasing a goal, like you got to make subs, especially with the. I'm shocked Ziyech stayed on pitch, to be honest with you. I
don't think Ziyech was bad though.
I think Ziyech was probably the best of the front. I thought 3.
Was the best of the front 3.
I don't think he was bad.
The bar was very low because I didn't think he played great.
No, that is true. The bar was low, but
on the right side, it's just not like he's not for me on the right, man. Way too many cutbacks for him and Callum today. Trying to cut back on their strong foot. We had this conversation before. It's not it. It's not it.
Ziyech needed to start where he ended up on the left-hand side, and Callum should have been on the right. Because they're not goal scorers right now.
Only for that early goal, I think things would have been so different. But
That's what happens when you don't take your chances when they're presented to you. You
That's
get a
true.
goal gets nicked off of you, and you end up drawing a game because you can't put the ball in the back of the net.
And it had to be Mr. fucking never scores Sancho. Now the United fan base is going to go on about how
I
what a
know,
fucking
bro.
magician he is.
The guy scored like Martinelli, man. Fuck's sake.
It's a tap in, man. Like I don't. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't. He didn't do a dick all game. He got a tap in.
I mean, you're a really, really bad footballer if you don't score that chance.
That's George's most progressive pass of the game, though.
Yeah, wonderful assist by him.
Yeah. Listen, this guy has his back to the game the entire time, 20 yards of space behind him, and he's still passing the ball back to Silva every time he touches it. Like, come on, man. Like, I get it. He's integral to what we do. Like, he's got to play, but he's got his back to the game the whole time, and he's just playing it back to Silva with 30 yards of space behind him. Turn around. See the field at least.
Josh, at 0-0, he was one of our better players.
Yeah, I thought he was
on,
good
man.
until the mistake.
Come
Bro,
on, man.
he was turning Rashford, he was turning Bruno,
Yeah,
he was turning
going
everyone.
forward. He was going forward.
He was okay, but when
He
you
was
make a
turning.
mistake as colossal as that, there's no way back.
Yeah, of
obviously,
course.
I know,
of course.
obviously,
But
but he
until,
was
until
one of
that
our
goal-
better
At
players
the
before
end of the day, we talk about we've missed these chances, missed that chances. United wouldn't have had a chance at all if Jorginho didn't make that calamitous
Yeah, but I
mistake.
think we got to still stop doing this one man defending set pieces by himself.
Yeah,
at the
well,
back.
and that's true too. Like, why you got to ask Tuchel?
Why?
Like, why
And
is
wait, not
Jorginho?
only is it one guy, why is it the least?
Well, because he's
athletic-
useless on set pieces. That's why he's
Yeah,
back
it's the
there.
least
But
He's
athletic
your
he's the
guy.
slowest
slowest guy,
player.
though.
He's
Why
the
was he the
slowest
slowest
player
guy
in the
in the
team, though. He can't be the last
And,
man.
and he's the
You know, I'm
slowest.
not blaming Tuchel for
to
his
be fair,
mistake.
I mean, to be fair, we do when Kante plays, Kante normally goes back as well.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
don't
saying
know whether
regardless,
it's a
we've
mistake.
seen it happen to
Can't
Kante
make
as
a
well
mistake.
before, like with Arsenal. We just got to keep at least two back at all times.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why would you leave the
Slowest guy.
weak and
Yeah,
slow?
to me, yeah,
guy?
that's a bit of a Tuchel thing. You got to ask. Like, and I'm listen. The game is not on Tuchel, but like that is a coaching decision to have him be the last man, and he's your slowest player on the field. He can't be your last man.
And the weakest.
I'd argue there's no point of him being up the field either because he's not going to score in the corner, is he?
Yeah, have him as
Just
one.
outside
Give him
the
a bit of
box.
protection as well. Give him one guy.
Is he not good at? Can he not take corners? I mean, because ideally you'd have him on the corners so he. Just
get out
of the way.
That was another thing I had today. Why is Alonso taking every corner and not Ziyech?
Look,
from the
where's
left
Reece?
side?
What's happened to Reece James taking corners?
Yeah.
Well, like at least like Alonso, the only thing he offers you is a little something in the box, maybe, and you take him out of that completely and make him put the crosses in.
Yeah.
Whereas Ziyech apparently is a wizard, right? He's a wizard with his left foot, no one on him.
Yeah, I think Reece
Come on,
James
man.
was on the edge of the box, so just in case it comes back out for him to smash it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Should we do ratings?
I'm not being funny. One thing I'm going to say as well, of Alonso. I think this Watford game, it's time to put Saul in left wing back.
You better
Because
call Saul.
I know people will say, oh, but he didn't like playing left wing back under Simeone. Well, Simeone's left wing back and Tuchel's left wing back is completely different. The way Tuchel plays his left wing back, Saul would do so much better. Obviously, there is the pace of the game, but the times he's come on and the recent couple that he's got, he's looked all right. He doesn't look like he's not up to pace with the game anymore.
He's been better every game since Villa. Every game he's been better.
Exactly. Against Watford, it's not.
Against
It's a game
Southampton
where
in
we
the cup,
can
he was very good.
Yeah, against Watford, it's a game where we can take that risk. Because Alonso is just not offering. He's slow, and he doesn't
He's
offer.
just dead, man. He's just a bad player.
He's not offering anything. And we've got certain men on this stream that have said Chilwell shouldn't play and Alonso should. I'm not talking about Sadiq, but people say, "Oh, Chilwell's not a good footballer." I'm not going to name names. They know who they are. They know who they are. But Saul, give him a try because I think he'll. This is the chance for him to ball out. This is the chance for him to ball out until Chilwell comes back. And I pray to God that gets to the end of the year and he's okay.
We need another wing back, okay? We just need honestly, we just need another wing back.
Every single season.
Well, that's nothing we can do right now. We're talking about the players we have in the squad.
Yeah,
and right now our best option is.
I'd rather put Metson there than Alonso.
No, but keep keep. This is the thing. I don't want Maatsen to go anywhere.
Yeah, but we're not winning a league with Alonso. It's
Yeah,
not-
but
absolutely.
Bro, Alonso won the league, yeah?
You got to get
We've
Martin
done it. We've done it
He
before.
but he takes away from our system so
The,
much.
the,
that
pro-
we
the
would
problem
not
the
win a
problem
league
is
with
with
him.
bringing Maatsen back though is he's had one season of League One, and then he's played what?
That's fine.
Not even half a season of Championship football. It's too much for me. It's too much of a step up to bring him up.
Nah,
because he will
personally,
be-
what I would do if Chilwell's still injured is sign a new left wing back and sell Alonso in the summer. But if we can't do that,
that's what I've said. I mean, I know some people don't rate him, but because the thing is, the problem we haven't got lots of money to spend on a wing back either. But the person I would bring in is Dest because he can play both left and right, so he's a backup for both James and Chilwell. He's not going to cost more than 25 million because Barcelona are in trouble financially, and he's a young player that can again play for the wing back quite well. As a fullback, I don't think he's good enough, but if we're going to keep with these wing backs, Dest would be a good wing back to be deputy to both right and left, and would be a good squad player. But I know some people are going to say he's not good enough, which is fair enough. People will say that, but I think he's a good option to get in January, cheap, not going to cost us too much in terms of sacrificing for other signings. Because I know people keep saying Gosens, but how much is Gosens going to cost?
He's
And
not
how
even
much-
fit.
And
I
how
don't think Gersons would cost that much.
He's not even fit or playing.
No,
he's
but he's
injured.
just a smaller. He's back soon, Justice. He's going to be back in the team soon.
He's been out for most of the season. You do realize that, right?
No, I don't want Gersons. I want Guerrero from Dortmund.
No, he's been injured too
Yeah,
most of the season.
There's no point getting Guerrero. We know what Dortmund's like with their prices, and the problem is because we are desperate for a left wing back, teams are going to know that and put 5-10 million extra on. But the only thing is Barcelona can't afford to do that because they need the money.
United had 10 man behind the ball, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why people were so confident for this game. I was surprised. I knew.
Bro, if Charles scores that goal, it's a different story, fam.
No, but I
I
knew it was
I
going
said,
to
I said with Scraper 2-1, I was never confident.
Bro,
Yeah,
Charles
I'm
scored,
with
that's a
ads.
different
I'm
story.
with ads on this, man. All week, everyone's been fucking so over the moon confident that we were going to smack United. Listen, like a draw against United wouldn't normally be a bad thing, but since City piped them, like what 4-0 or 5-0, or something like.
They were never going to lose
not even
Chelsea,
City.
Liverpool, and City. They were never going to lose
Watford
to all three of
piped
us.
this team. Watford piped this team.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not- they were never going to lose to Chelsea, City, and
Like
Liverpool.
like most seasons, I'd be like, okay, whatever. It's a point against United, but they've been so bad this year that's for sure a lost opportunity there.
That's 2 points dropped. 100%.
Yeah. At home, I think
4
Tuchel
points.
overthought. I think Tommy overthought this game way too much. I just think he overthought it. The front three. I'm sorry, Pulisic should have started the game. He just should have. Whether you love Ziyech or not, like just his little 10 minutes, 15-minute appearance, he was way better on as an attacking player.
Yeah,
wing back.
And he was playing wing back. And
all I'm going to say, if he was back for that corner, he wouldn't be making that touch, as we saw already. But there you go.
He would never be back for it, though.
That's true. I don't know because he can't really contribute to corners, so it wouldn't be someone.
He has scored off corners. Burnley, hat trick.
Yeah, just disappointing. Like I mean, and there was an opportunity there at the end where Reece played that ball to the back post. Pulisic is always on the back post, and Ziyech was 15 yards away from the back post. So,
yeah.
I don't know. Just disappointment for sure. Big loss, 2 points. Basically makes you like have to beat Man City when you play them next. It has to be a win. Yeah, not disappointing.
You ready for player rating, Sadiq? It's all queued up, ready to go, brother.
I'm not looking forward to this.
No, it's gonna be classic.
All right, here we go, man.
You want me to
Even fucking Mendy was giving the ball away.
He gave that one ball away, but
No, he passed one off the pitch in the first half as well.
Yeah. No. Oh, my, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Goodness me, man.
Okay, you want me to run through it, or are you gonna start?
Just as the stage is yours, bro.
Okay. All right, we're gonna start with Alfred, Mendy in goal.
Well, I don't even
Alfred's
know.
still here.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say, to be honest, because it was such a freaking weird game. I don't even know how to. I wasn't even focused on the ratings. The game was so full on, but no, he really pissed me off at the end of the game. So we almost lost it because of him in the end. I don't know. 5.5.
Sadiq, you in on this, or are you just going to sleep?
I'm giving him a 5, bro.
5. All right, Mr. Ball.
5. I mean, there's not really much you can do in this match. You didn't do nothing and couldn't do anything for the goal.
KJ.
I was going to say 5 is kind of generous. If Fred wasn't such a shit footballer, that's 2-1 easily. Squared 5.
Josh.
Yeah, 5. 5 for 5 is fine.
Ads.
5, but quickly, I'm just looking at this Hudson-Odoi chance again because they're showing on Sky Sports. Werner was literally running away from the goal. Like, if you don't watch it again, he was literally running away from the goal.
He's maneuvering towards the far post, Ads. He was wide open.
He had to stay on the side. That's why he was that second one.
Bro, listen, Hudson made that chance, bro, himself. He's entitled.
I don't want to hear any more Hudson-Odoi crap. He's not at the level.
He's entitled to shoot there, man. If he passes,
he's not at the level. He's not at the level.
So you know when he's entitled to shoot? When Loftus-Cheek dribbles through 6 guys and puts a ball on a plate for him. He can shoot that.
Bro, he's got the same chance as Norwich. He's got the same chance.
Oh, Norwich. Oh, there's a big shot.
No, but if he's not at the level for missing that chance, then no one in that team is at any level because no one can finish.
What are you talking about?
No one can.
That's not true. No, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this.
No one can finish.
Sorry.
You always miss chances, man.
Hold on, wait. Lukaku can finish.
Yeah, but even he's missed a few this season.
Even he missed a chance against Juve. What do you mean?
No, let's not talk about.
Okay, let's go to.
Everyone's going to miss. Everyone's going to miss a chance. But to say that. Hold on. To say everyone can miss a chance or two, but to say that Lukaku isn't a clinical striker.
No, Matt, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if Hudson-Odoi is not at that level for missing this chance, and no one at our team's at any level.
He's not at this level because the only time he has good games are against poor teams. That's his level right now.
I thought he was our second best player in the first half, and then the second half he fell off. But
it's a 90-minute game, is what I've been told.
Yeah.
Rudiger, start up with Alfred.
Rudiger, 7.
Sadiq?
Yeah, I'll give it a 7. Yeah, 7.
Matt?
I'm going to drop into a 6 just because of that volley, but I'm not saying it's his fault because that it's just I want to give the other centre backs a higher rating, so I don't want to give them the same.
Okay, KJ?
6.5.
Josh, you're on mute.
Yeah, it's 7 for me.
Ads?
6.5.
I'm going 7, so I think 7 wins out. Because he did have a shot in the first half that was saved by De Gea. Phone is blowing up, man. Thiago, Alfred.
Thiago Silva, I'm going to give an 8.
Alrighty, Sadiq.
7.5.
He saved the Rasmus at the end.
Yep,
7.5. 7.5. My man the match. He saved the bald fraud from being the topic of this talking point by taking that fake goat, put it out for a corner, putting that fake goat in his pocket when he come on.
KJ?
7.
Josh?
Yeah, I'm all in with Matt on this one. 7.5, man of the match is what it is.
And Ads?
7.
I'm going 7.5, so I think 7.5 wins out. On the right-hand side, the young buck. It should have been AC starting, but that's okay. Trevor Chalobah. Alfred?
I want to say 7, but I think he made a few passes a few times that got us into a bit of trouble.
At the
I
end.
noticed that. Yeah, I'm going to say maybe 6.5.
Sadiq?
I'll give 7, same as Rudiger.
And Matt?
7. I don't think he done too bad. He had a few passes, as you said, that went out. But I like that you're starting to do a bit more of a Rudiger. He's starting to drive forward a bit more. He's starting to get more confidence. But I don't think he done anything massively wrong, so 7.
And KJ?
6.5.
Josh?
Yeah, it's a 7 for me. I thought he was pretty good. I mean, but yeah, 7 tops.
Ads?
6.5.
Well, I got the tiebreaker on this, I believe. Trying to think if he did anything really wrong, didn't do anything really good. I'm going to go 6.5.
Yeah, Rudiger was a little bit better than him.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's start with somebody so everybody can get their mouth watering for some raw meat. Mr. Marcus Alonso.
Goodness me.
Alfred.
Gracious.
Marcos Alonso. Oh, I'm gonna say 6. He was really annoying a couple of times when he had the chance to release the ball sooner in the first half. I think there were a couple of opportunities where we could have attacked pretty well, and he was just too slow.
All right. Sadiq?
Yeah, I don't think he offered anything special, but I don't think he was fully that bad. I'll give him 5.5.
Matt?
Alonso. People call me Alonso slow. I say Alonso no because he shouldn't be in the team. 4.
KJ?
1. I'm not even being funny. When you put Alonso in the system, he changes the whole complexity of the game. We lost so much pace, so much creativity, so much of our driving force that we usually get from our wing backs was lost. It literally felt like a different system we were playing fully because of him. So I don't see how you can give him more than a 2. If I'm being honest, it's a 1. What did he do? What did he offer that was special to this game?
He put his shirt on the right way around.
There we go. That deserves a 1.
So wait, what did he do wrong? What did he do wrong?
What did he do right that a wing back is supposed to do, especially in a game
What
like
did anyone do right except Thiago?
No, but just I'm looking at his position alone, purely him. What could he have offered that Chilwell does? What could he have done better?
Bro, it sounds like everyone's blaming Alonso when he wasn't.
I'm not blaming him. I don't take it away from any other player. I think everyone was average.
There's only
But
one
just
person
looking
to
at
blame.
him, look at him. Look at Alonso. What could he have offered that could have changed this game? Completely nothing. What could he have done? What did he do? Nothing. His highlight reel is literally him running up and down the pitch and trying to give a few passes, and majority of them weren't that good.
That is true. So, Mr. Josh?
What did Sadiq say?
He said was it 5? 5.5?
It's a 4 for me.
Ads?
He was atrocious.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 3.
I was being harsh giving him a 5.
I thought I was harsh. That wasn't the highest faithful. Jesus.
Man, he just
So
is
I
slow.
think we're going to sit here with a 4.5.
Bro, Alonso's so bad, man. Oh my god.
You know, that's when you've been eating prime steak and you go to fake meat. That's what Alonso is. We've been eating this prime steak with Chilwell, and then we go to the meat substitute in Alonso.
Yeah. I pray Saul takes the job. Please, Saul. Please.
I just want to see it. Just 1 or 2 games.
Bro, he will fuck up.
Yeah, just let me see it. Just let me see it.
Okay.
Wait.
The man that's going to get this is going to be a wild one too. Alfred Jorginho.
I was going to originally say 4, but he did score that penalty, so I'm going to upgrade him to a 4.5. That error was fucking terrible.
What did you watch?
Nah, I don't care, man.
Why is he trying to control the ball there, man?
What do you want him to do?
Bro, head it away, kick it out.
Put your
something.
foot through it, something.
Guess what? Literally anything other than what he did. Anything other than what he did.
Yeah, anything.
I mean, the
I
only
don't
one
care if
thing
he
he
caught
could
the
have done
ball,
is
got a
maybe let
red
it
card, and got
bounce.
sent off.
Yeah.
I would
Amen.
have rather done that.
Just
Fair
don't
catch.
chest it. Just don't chest it towards the goal for Sancho to run onto. That's all y'all have to do.
Did somebody say, what did I watch?
Yeah.
Hey Alfred, I'm with you, brother. If
Ah.
ads, you might want to give him a 9 if you want this to balance out.
Sadiq, what'd you give him?
Yeah, other than the biggest mistake of the game, still scored penalty, which I think some would miss maybe during a 1-0 loss at the time. I'll give him a 6.
Matt?
I'd say a 5.
For these general performance, I would give him a 6. But you making that mistake, and then when you make that mistake, you just stand still and watch it as a captain. No, I'm not. He's not taking any prisoners. 1.
KJ.
What do you want?
Fuck, bro.
I'd say 5, man. 5, 4, maybe.
I'll get to you, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, you're lost, bro. Your name's at the bottom, bro.
You want to ask for everyone's opinion, man?
No, 1 by 1 on the left, like in order.
KJ.
I haven't done these streams in time. Allow me.
Man, you know what? He up until that point, he was having a solid game. He definitely can't work with Loftus Cheek. That's very evident. Flipping heck, I don't know, man. I'll give him a 6. I think, I don't know. That's an average score for the year. I'll give him a 6.
Josh, you're muted.
Yeah, it's a 4.5 for me. You don't get any credit for scoring a penalty. You're professional. Yeah, 4.5. He was atrocious again.
But Mount got credit for hat-trick with penalty.
From certain people. It is what it is.
Hold on. Yeah, but Mount also scored 2 other goals.
Yeah.
I wasn't on my knees. I wasn't on my knees for Mount for a penalty.
You're not going to get credit when your only redeeming factor from an absolute terrible mistake is a penalty. If he created, he would have got us 3 points if he didn't make the mistake in the first place.
Yeah,
you can't say that. You can't say that.
If he created the penalty, then I can understand where you're coming from, and then scored it. But he didn't create the penalty, so all he did was step up and take a
bro. If our players scored, we wouldn't be in this position. That's it.
Well, anyway, let's move.
At the end of the day,
we haven't got to them yet. Ads. What do you got, Jorginho?
6.
Ryan, you said 5 on Jorginho?
No, I'd give him a 4.
4?
He just changed it. This guy, bro.
Nah, just because you guys spoke about my mistake, just pissed me off more, man. So I'd go from 6 to 4.
I think he's J5. I'm gonna give him a 5. He was a 4. Then he scored. He gets a 5. So I think we're at a 4.5. Maybe a 4, actually, because we had a 1 thrown in.
Nah, he can't be worse than Alonso, man.
He's definitely.
I gave him the same score as 4.5.
Yeah, just put him as 4.5. Yeah.
There's no way, man.
Alonso's way worse than him.
By far.
Well, he didn't give away a goal, did he?
But he didn't score one either.
So that's like a free throw in basketball. You don't cheer for doing something you should be doing.
Bro, these ratings ain't realistic, man.
Well, that's all right. They're never realistic now, are they?
These are fresh after a draw scores, okay? All right?
That's what I mean. When you not sleep tonight, come back tomorrow, I'm sure you don't.
Yeah, get a 4.7 after a good night's rest, okay?
Yeah. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and go, yes, Jorginho cost us the game. Well done.
Okay, Alfred, Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
He was okay today. Well, 5.5.
Sadiq?
Yeah, I'll go 5.5.
Matt?
Now, everyone knows that I love Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but this wasn't his best games, and I am one of his number one fans, but I can also critique fairly when he has a bad game. Wasn't a good game for him today. A lot of the final third passes was poor, and it's not like him. Lost the football a few too many times. I expect him to lose the ball sometimes because he has to try. But you also got bodied by Fred a little bit. You're getting bodied by Fred.
Yeah,
That's a bit of a poor show. So I'm going to give him a 5, and that's a very generous 5.
What? 5?
No, man, that's RLC.
Big up
He
Matt
needs-
not
he needs to
being
step
on the
up.
agenda.
RLC,
Wow.
man.
This
Wow.
proves that I don't have agendas. People in the comments think I have some agendas. I don't. If my player plays well, I praise him. If he doesn't play well, I'll
Bro,
I'll
I want to see Josh. I want to see Josh.
This is burning Matt inside. It's burning him.
It's burning. It's burning. Let me hear what Josh says.
KJ, what do you got for Ruben?
Yeah, I'll give him a 5 as well. I think if you get bodied by Fred in any sort of circumstance, I don't think deserve any sort of score that's high. I mean, he was average. He wasn't bad. Like,
I'm not saying he was terrible. He was average.
And I think he could have been a little less selfish as well. But
Amen, KJ.
What are you gonna do? I guess 5.
What do you got, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give him a 6, and I'm with KJ in the fact that I thought he should have been more selfish this game. There were a few times where I thought he could have dribbled much deeper, and he tried to pass the ball early.
What was that one run that he had? Oh my word! He squeezed to run early. He should have just.
Yeah. That play in particular, he could have kept for another 15 yards probably before he had to pass it.
Timo would have been offside by that time.
Yeah, but I think Ruben might have had to look himself at that point. I agree with Matt in the fact that like he lost the ball a couple times, so I don't really fault him too much for that. He's the only midfielder who actually like attempts to take players on and pass the ball forward. So for me it's a 6. Nothing crazy, but not terrible.
Ryan.
I'd give him. I'd say a 4. Feel like he took too long on the ball.
What the fuck are we talking about, guys?
The one time he did have a chance to dribble. Took too long, man. I don't know. Maybe I was watching the wrong game, but I don't know. Like there was times where he could have just gave man.
Let him speak. Let him finish.
Let him have his his
there was
rating.
times
He
where
can do it.
he could have played the early pass someone on the overlap, and he's just dribbling until he loses the ball. And the one time he had a chance to actually dribble when he had space. I don't know what he did, man. When Ziyech gave him that ball and he was semi-in and he just
Ziyech.
I don't know. I don't know, man. But Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he had 1 or 2 decent moments, but other than that, he didn't impress me, man. And I like Ruben Loftus-Cheek, man. So it's not even an agenda.
Are you sure?
But,
Who sent Ryan?
When everyone was, remember when Kazilla and them, man, and was saying, he's finished, and I said, I think he could still have a future here. So
Ryan does generally support Ruben, so fair play. I mean, I would say 4 is a bit harsh because Alonso has a 4.5, but that's my only point to it.
That is true.
I think Alonso is a bit too high, in my opinion. 4.5.
I think Alonso's a bit too bad, in my opinion.
Alex, the man with the plan. What you got for Ruben Loftus-Cheek?
Hold on a second. Something's wrong with my phone.
Man's doing double duty, on 2 different streets.
Yeah, Ruben Loftus-Cheek 4.
Okay, I thought Ruben was I thought he was just an average 6. So I think that's going to put him at a 5.
Average 6 for what? Can you tell me why, please? So I know.
Because he didn't do anything right, but he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
He had some good play. He had some bad
He did a
play.
lot of things wrong.
You don't think he took too long on the ball?
Exactly. That's one part.
He's the only progressive midfielder we had on the pitch.
I don't give a crap about his progression if the final result.
Alex, that's all we talk about from the midfield.
That's my score. That's what I'm giving him.
That's
You're not
racist.
going to change my mind. So
That's racist.
now we need to settle on a final score: 5 or 5.5.
Oh, I think it's 5.5. No, I think sounds
Ju-
like 5.5.
ju- Yeah, whatever you want, Chester. Just roll with it. It is what it is.
Since nobody said anything, I'm saying we'll go with 5.5. On the right-hand side and then the left-hand side, Mr. Reese James, Alfred.
To be honest, I liked him today. I thought he was quite decent, and again put in a pretty good effort. Is it just me, or was there? I'm not sure if I'm freaking imagining this or not, but was there a time when he was near their corner flag, trying to defend, and he had like freaking three of their players trying to get the ball off him, and he got away from them. Was I just imagining that?
No,
Yes.
we didn't. Toward the end of the game?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
That really impressed me. That was quite good. But I'm going to give him a 6.
All right, Sadiq?
6.5. Feels like we did okay, better than most people in the pitch, definitely.
And Matt?
6. Yeah, I mean, didn't do much great, but didn't do much bad either. So, say average 6.
KJ?
Give me a 6.
And Josh? Unmute.
Yeah, it's a 6.5 for me. I thought he was good. I agree with good in the sense, in the not literal sense of the word, but I agree with Jester. I think like he played most of the game by himself on the right side. Yeah, 6.5 for me.
Ryan? Ryan, you there?
Yeah, I think I was on mute, my bad. I'd give him a 6. I think he was all right. Defensively, he was all right. And yeah, on the left, didn't really see too much of him on the left. I don't even know why Tuchel put him there, but overall, I think he had an all right performance. I think he was one of our better players. I'd give him a 6.
Alex?
7.
I would give him a 7 too. I thought that he played a lot of balls. There were nobody there in the box, making runs. I thought he was probably our best offensive player until the subs came on, by the way. So I think that gives him a 6.5?
Yeah.
On balance. Oh, this is going to be fun. We're going to do him last. We'll start with Ziyech. Alfred Ziyech.
He had a few chances today, but didn't really take them very well. He gave it a decent go like he usually does, but yeah, I didn't really produce anything. I'm going to say I'm going to give him a 6.
All right, Sadiq.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 6 as well.
And Mr. Matt?
I don't know. I mean, he had a couple of good passes, but apart from that, he just looked like Mount in the first season under Lampard. Did a lot of running, but not much else. So I give him a 5.5.
KJ?
Man, I just wish his finishing was good, man. I'll give him a 6.
Josh?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 5, and that's basically for the last 2 corners he took. Yeah, not for me today, boys. It's a 5.
And Alex?
Ziyech? 8.
Huh?
8.
Okay.
Alex, this is not for the Hoovie game, Alex. This is for the United game.
His score, he wants to give him an 8. That's what we do around here. Everybody has entitled to their opinion. For me, Ziyech was a 5. He tried real hard, but I need better. I need production from that position. So I think that puts us at a 6 for Ziyech. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
In the middle, Timo Werner. Alfred.
I'll tell you what, Timo, if Cho was a little bit more selfish today, Timo Werner could have had at least a couple of goals. He got himself into some very good positions. But then he missed that really good chance that he had. But was that with his wrong foot, was it?
No, he tried to outside the foot, right-footed. He should have hit it with his left.
Right, that's right. So, look, I'm gonna give him a 6.
Sadiq?
5.5.
Matt?
5.5.
KJ?
Man, this is a mixed bag. You know, the problem I have with Werner is he can't compose himself fast enough. He's not like a Pulisic where the ball comes to feet at pace. He can't get his feet right quick enough, man. And it just results to him just finishing so poorly. And I'm with Alfred, man. He could have had goals. He really could have had goals if Cho wasn't so selfish. But then at the end of the day, I guess I'll agree with Sadiq in the fact that the chances you miss, man, they have to count for something. So I don't
know if he would score those chances if he was passed. Like if Cho passed out to his left foot, he doesn't shoot properly, man. I don't know what it is.
That's a great comment.
He just can't compose himself in the final third quick enough, and that's I think his biggest drawback. I'll give him a 5, but he definitely could have had goals today. So I'm not gonna like put so much pressure on him, but he should be doing better.
And Josh.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6. I thought the one miss he had on the corner was a little bit shocking. He should have just put that right at the near post in front of him. He tried to hit it across the goal, but Bissaka made a nice block on a goal he probably would have scored. I thought he made a couple of brilliant runs that he didn't receive the ball on, but at the end of the day, he's a number 9. He's got to have a ball in the back of the net, so it's a 6 for me.
Alex?
6.
I gave Werner a 5.5 just because you expect him to come up big at some point in time and pull some points out for us, and he had a couple of chances, or at least one really good chance he could have done better on. So 5.5 for me. I think that puts Werner at a probably a 6. 5.5. I'm gonna say 5.5 because I think probably Ziyech was a little bit better. Everybody good with that?
Yep.
Okay. Gentlemen, start your agendas. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Alfred.
I'm gonna say probably I wish that he was a bit like just more aware of Werner's positions and decided to pass to him a bit more. I'm just gonna say I'll give him a 5.5.
Okay, Sadiq.
I'll give him 6.
Matt?
Gonna give him the same as the other two, 5.5.
KJ?
Hey, listen, comments, let's have it right, yeah? There's no show agenda. But this game, for this game in particular, it wasn't his best game, if we're being honest. He has every right to shoot in those positions. Don't get it twisted. He can shoot.
Yeah,
but I think when you're in a position where you can give the ball to someone and they're just better placed in front of goal, I think you should do that.
Which one? Which one?
I think both of them. I think both of them, if I'm being honest.
Bro, the first one, he's running away, Werner. He's running away. Then he gets to
that
the back.
That is not true.
Bro, he's not running away.
He shouldn't pass
it.
He should not pass that ball. He should have shot, but he can't shoot. He actually doesn't shoot right. It's on him and on him only. He should have scored the goal. Any
Alex,
common
could've
sense, if let me finish. Any common sense player knows that when the goalkeeper comes out, he leaves the legs on the ground and he raises the hands up. You cannot go at that kind of space, ball on the ground. You have to lift the ball up between the leg and the hand. That's the deadly space for the keeper if you're going across him. That's a school. That's like a people learning, and when they start development 11 or 12, that's how you know he should have scored. He should not pass it because Timo Werner is going to be on his left foot and the defender's right beside him. The second chance, on the other hand, he should have passed earlier instead of he dribble into the 4 defenders.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Let's have it right. Yeah, I'm not saying
That's
he
fair
shouldn't
analysis.
have. I said there's arguments for him passing and there's arguments for him shooting.
No, the first one he can't pass it, bro.
You can't pass it first one.
Let's have it right, guys. I'm just giving my opinion. You either take it or you don't, right?
Bro, we watching
right.
Bottom line is.
Hey,
Okay.
let the man have his say. Look, it's his opinion.
Yeah, sorry,
He has the right to
KJ.
have
Sorry,
it.
KJ.
Move on. Six. Move on.
Josh.
Yeah, for me, it's up to 4.5. I tend to agree with KJ. I think that first one, he probably could have passed it. He passed it early. Werner made a run right across the front of the goal, right across the front of him. And he has to finish that second opportunity that's inside the 6 or 7 yard area. It's got to be finished. Listen, what are we talking about? 8 straight starts with this guy, right? He started 8 straight games. I think Sadiq, that's what you said, right? 8 straight games. What are we on? 1 goal and 4 assists. Is that what we're looking at?
Yo, why you?
1 goal and 3 assists. Yeah, man, it's got to be. Listen, if you've got guys healthy like Zia, like Havertz and Pulisic on the bench, and you got to expect more. I'm sorry.
Yeah, before he started playing, no one was scoring. So what's the difference?
But is he scored? He's got 1 goal and 3 assists in 8 games. Is he scoring?
No, he's got 2 goals. He's got 1 against Norwich and he's got 1 against Juve.
Okay, so
he had 2 goals and 2 assists.
Sorry,
2 goals, 2 assists in 8 straight starts. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, if you got your full team healthy and you've got a Havertz and you've got a Pulisic on the bench over there, I need more. So for me, it was
prior to who was performing?
I mean, Havertz. I think Havertz has been doing fine. Like, listen, I heard someone say earlier, like, people were complaining about Havertz starting. I was not. I thought he was playing pretty well. I think he's got 4 or 5 goals on the season. Yeah, for me, it wasn't good, man. 4.5. I was not. I gotta have more. If you're inside the 6 and you've got the ball at your feet, you gotta score the goal. 4.5.
100%. He has to score that goal, but I'm sure since he's started, he's created the most chances out of all of them.
Yeah, so the chances created stat. That's not a stat for me. I think Mount had over 100 something chances created, and he had 9 assists last year. So, the chances created is not a stat that I put a lot of credit into. It's 4.5. I get what you're saying, but not good enough.
All right, Alex.
4.
Wow, I thought I was going to be the harshest person on here.
If I could go below, I'll just trigger people.
So I'm going to give him orange slices because it looks like he needs some orange slices there. I look. I keep hearing how great he is. He's the star boy. He can do no wrong. He's the reason that we've been winning. Well, if he's the reason we've been winning, then he's the reason we drew. 4.
For me, he is the reason we drew the game. Because we're playing better when we scoring first, and everybody knows that. Ask everybody over here, what Chelsea's biggest problem with the games, not the players, with the games. If we score first, we need to put those chances up. We need, as much as I hate what Jorginho did today, that's not what I'm upset about. I mean, of course, I'm upset about that. He was looking up in the air, thinking that Ballon d'Or is gonna come, but guess what? He ain't gonna come. But today, for me, Cho was, man.
Bro,
I mean, don't get
me
wrong. Don't get me wrong. He should have started. He's probably out of all three. He should have been the first one to be started. Don't get me wrong. He needed to be started. I just have a questions about like if I'm not as upset with Warner or ZH. It's those chances. The game is so much different. People don't understand how important for Chelsea the first goal. The first goal is the most important than anything what Chelsea does. If we, I always say that if we're not scoring the first goal in the first half, it's gonna be rough. And I don't see Chelsea coming back from 1-0. Like it's literally we're not that team that comes back from losing a goal first.
So Alex, Vernon and Ziyech were better than Troll in the first half, especially.
For me, the reason why Warner is not as effective today is because of Robin Loftus-Cheek. Robin Loftus-Cheek had he had plenty of chances actually. When he was actually going and does what he does best going forward, I just think sometimes, you know what, if three people's on you, I think it's time to pass it. And there was a couple of times when Timo Werner actually pissed. He lifted his hands up. Why you not passing between the lines? I actually wanted him gone at the first half and Barkley to come in because Barkley would have seen those split lines because Timo Werner's best is on off the shoulder. I'm not defending Timo Werner. Believe me, I don't. He's not my cup of tea either. But if you have him on the thing and he is a top of the top three, won't you use him as the best ability he can do?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. He's gonna make runs. You gotta look for him.
You gonna look for them. You gotta look for them. That's not. I mean, you can slaughter a guy as much as you want. Literally. I mean, and believe me, Robin Loftus-Cheek, I have agenda on him. I love the guy, and it was painful for me to watch him today. Literally painful. I want him gone at the halftime and Barkley on because it was that. I'm getting upset about it.
Okay, before we get to the substitutes, do you want to agree that Lukaku didn't have enough time on the pitch to give him an accurate rating?
Yes. Tuchel blunter, man. Tuchel, man. 60th minute subs should be made.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so let's do the two subs that came on first. We'll start with Mason Mount. Alfred?
To be honest, I think Mason Mount coming on in this game actually looked better than he did in his recent starts.
Exactly.
You know, the most recent starts. He actually looked very alive. And very hungry. I was happy. I'm going to give him for the time that he had 7.
Sadiq?
Mount, I'm going to give 6.
Matt, you there? Or are you in the can?
No, he's gone.
Matt's in the can. Let's just say that. KJ, Mason Mount.
Mount, 6.
Josh, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, Mount. Yeah, 5.5, 6. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. I guess. I mean, he wasn't great. Didn't really do anything to impact the game. So,
Alex.
I'll give him 7. He actually impacted the game.
Matt, what do you want to give Mount?
Especially him and Pulisic was linking up was pretty good actually.
6. Didn't really do too much when he came on, but wasn't bad at all. So I'll give him 6.
I'm gonna give him a 6.5. So I think that averages out to a 6.5. Christian Pulisic. Alfred.
My biggest regret from this game is that Christian Pulisic did not start. I just had a feeling that this would have been a game that he would have done excellent in. He
100% agree.
Yeah, he has shown in against big teams a few times actually his hunger and how determined he always is to play really well against these big sides. So yeah, with the time that he got when he came on, he showed that as well. So like Mount, I'm going to give him a 7 as well.
Sadiq?
Yeah, he did impact the game definitely. I'll give him.
Somebody needs water.
I'm stuck between 6.5 and 7. I'm stuck because how long did he have? Only like 12 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, the same as Mount.
How long did he get? They didn't get that long.
I think it was 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was more like 15. I think it was like 15.
Well, with
What,
stoppage time.
Yeah, I'll go 6.5. Both 6.5. Mount and
Matt?
7. He was great when he come on, provided a lot of energy. That touch he did show Jorginho how to do it. But yeah, I mean, I said he should have started, and I said he should have started with Callum, and Werner. I thought that.
I wish we had the starting
three.
lineup we made.
I think that would have been the best front three to play without Lukaku, and I was probably made right with that because Ziyech was poor. The other two were poor as well, but Pulisic come on and done fantastic. So I expect him to start against Watford, unless he's going to have to play at wing back now, because I wouldn't be surprised if Tuchel puts him at wing back.
That could be the case. KJ?
7. I agree he should have started. And I say this every time, but every time this team plays against teams that are geared to just sit back and soak up pressure, you kind of need that dynamic player that can just come on, give you an option, kind of press play, link up play. Wow. I mean, you saw what he was doing with Mounts. He was finding Mounts so many times. You know, I think they paired up very well. He definitely should have started. I don't know why Tuchel took so long to bring him on, especially with the impact he has. Like Matt says, Tuchel he just doesn't make subs as early as we need them to come on.
No, he usually does. That's the problem. Why he didn't do it today?
Yeah, I agree.
He's done it quite often.
I agree with Alex. I think today is like one of the first times he's really waited 10, 15 minutes too long.
I thought it was going to be halftime substitution, tell you the truth.
I thought it should have been, but we'll move. What'd you give him, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of with Sadiq. I'm stuck between a 6.5 and a 7, just purely based off time. I think his performance was a 7, but I don't know that he was on the pitch enough time to really affect the game as much as he could have. I think he should have started this game. I'll give him a 7 just based off of how he played when he came on the pitch, but it's really more of a time thing. It's tough to give someone a 7 who only got like 12 minutes of game time, but I thought he was that much better when he came on than the previous players on the pitch. So yeah, we'll go with 7. It's fine.
And Alex, what'd you give Pulisic?
By the way, what position did Pulisic came in played?
Right wing back.
Right wing back.
Can I smile now?
You can.
You can? Okay. So let me set people straight. Pulisic came as a sub, right wing back, and he had 2 crosses into the box from right wing back. One to Rudiger, right? Was that less dig at the ball?
Yeah.
Was that a Pulisic cross?
Yes.
So what I want to say to the people that saying like, oh, the best position. Sometimes you bite your lip and you go where the manager tells you to go, and you perform. And he put the Cristiano Ronaldo on his ass one time.
That is true.
So for me, him and Mount, don't slag Mount. Mount actually made a couple of crosses into the box and a chance for Lukaku one time. So Mount and what's his name and Pulisic both getting 7 for amount of chances they created in those 10 minutes.
Yeah, I give him a 7 too. I thought he should have started. I always think he should start, but I'm American, so it must be the American agenda rolling. So I think that puts him at what? 7 or 6.5. I think we had more 7s than 6.5. I think we have 2 6.5.
I think there were 4 7s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to rate Thomas Tuchel real quick?
Yeah, might as well.
He subs.
Of course we are.
All right, Alfred.
4.5. I really was not happy with the front 3 at the start, and ridiculous time to bring on the subs. Should have done it way
nice.
sooner.
That's right.
because we would have won.
You're talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
All right, 4.5. Sadiq?
5. Yeah. We chewed on the subs way earlier. It's something that we need to work on.
I thought
Definitely.
5 is average, right? 5 is average, right?
6.
Yeah.
Well, they say 6 is average.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I'm just upset.
Matt,
Yeah,
what do you got?
4.5. Substitutes way too late as usual. I think that's the one problem he has. And well, I would have put Pulisic instead of Ziyech. I don't think the front three is massively wrong, but I would have put Pulisic in there, and I think that would have done the world of good. So
I actually think Lukaku should have started too.
I just it's just the problem is how fit is he?
How fit he is? Yeah,
we don't know how long he can play. If he can only play 40 minutes, then there's no point of him starting.
Yeah,
that's why I think in terms of bringing on Lukaku, that's why he waited a bit because I don't think he's ready.
You're right, Matt. You're right.
That doesn't excuse him for the other substitutes because there are plenty of players Tuchel could have brought on earlier.
Exactly.
Do you think that having a game on Wednesday affected the substitution pattern? Being it's 2 days and we have another game.
Yeah,
it's Wednesday game.
Yeah,
but we've played Sunday, Wednesday before. I don't think that matters too much.
Okay, I'm just asking a question.
We're just jumping.
I'm not jumping on. I'm just saying it shouldn't really make a difference because we're used to it with Chelsea Football Club. We've played. It's like playing Tuesday, Saturday. We've played Wednesday, Saturday before, so it's fine. We should be fine.
Yeah.
With that.
No, I don't disagree with you. I'm just asking the question because it's one of the things that he could say is we know we have another game Wednesday.
I wonder what
and then we have a game Saturday.
Sorry, Jester. I wonder what was our starting lineup was when we made it before, because I don't remember what I put. I know I did not put Warner. I started Cho, Pulisic, and Cho, Pulisic, Mount. That was my starting lineup. 3. That was mine.
I mean, mine was Werner, Cho, and Pulisic.
So you should not be complaining about Tuchel's starting lineup.
That's why I said front 3 was okay apart from Pulisic.
I don't know. Give him a 5. I wasn't too jazzed up with the starting 11, but I mean, it was only just one player. That's basically it. Subs came on 8. Didn't really offer anything. Yeah, just tactically, it was a bit wrong. I don't know who said it, but Tuchel definitely did overthink the way we were going to go up against United. Don't start Alonso unless it's against a team in the John Patterson Cup.
It doesn't have nothing to do with Alonso, man.
I don't really care.
I know.
So 5? Josh. And you're muted.
Sorry about that. I'll give him a 5.5. I don't have a ton of complaints about the starting lineup other than I honestly thought Pulisic should have started. Left. I mean, KJ, I agree with you. I don't need to see Alonso. If Sal can at all play left wing back or anybody can play left wing back, I would prefer that. It just changes our game that much. But yeah, for me, the subs were very late. 5.5. It is what it is.
Alex?
Average game 5.
All right.
Champions League.
I'll give him a 5 too.
Champions League today?
No, that's his text message.
When is Champions League next?
It's December 7th.
Oh, okay.
Next Wednesday or Tuesday. Wednesday.
We've got 2 more Premier League games, I think, before.
Yeah, Watford on Wednesday and West Ham on Saturday.
Yep.
See, I'm actually worried about West Ham.
I'm not. They were crap today.
There's some
I blame the snow.
There's some girlfriend.
You blame the snow.
Hold on, but they were crap today, but yet Man United have been crap the last few weeks, so.
Did you just say you blame the snow?
Yeah, I'm the Chelsea tie, bro. Arsenal tie.
We have the
Who's here is Ty? Whose Ty is here?
Me.
Ty from AFC TV. Are you Ty in this guy? Put yourself on a big screen so we can make fun of you.
It was snowing.
They're literally a guy blaming snow. There's some girl named Amy follows
Yeah, but
me on the
hold on,
Twitter.
Steve. Was it only snowing on one half the pitch then?
I don't know. I just saw bare snow.
Doesn't the snow affect both teams?
No, Man City or they're just
Surely it affects Man City more because they play their football on the floor.
Because they play tiki-taka football.
Yeah.
West
I
Ham
mean,
just love the ball better, so they're fine with snow.
Where did Josh
Oh
go?
man, I can't believe we drew this fucking game.
Yo,
Hey, man.
Sophia
I
knew
score
it,
gave
man. I
Marcus Alonso a 7.5.
Who?
Sophia scored.
No way. Okay, look, I defend Alonso, but that's not 7.5, fam.
I expected him the way he performed. I expected him the way he did. Actually, I didn't expect him to do anything more. He actually had a really good crosses in the box, man, from the corners. He takes good crosses in the box. Too bad we didn't. None of them are connected. But look, I had the time to calm down because I was literally with somebody on a space arguing, and the guy pissed me off. But as much as everybody doesn't like Timo Werner, you can't be blaming one player for that kind of performance. If you think that Tuchel put Timo Werner, you would think that teammates knows how Timo Werner plays. Do you think that players know how Timo Werner plays? What's his best strengths or not? So for me, it was literally painful for Robin Loftus-Cheek not finding him earlier, especially in the first half. The guy was in this really good position a couple of times, and he didn't. I don't know why he was dribbling way too much. He was holding way too much to the ball. They are lethargic when they are in attack. I was looking at Black Jorginho a couple of times. The way he moved in the back of defensive mid. It was just, I knew it. When I woke up this morning, I was like, I just got a weird feeling. And I tweeted about it. And I said, Jorginho is going to be disappointed today. I know it. Just when I saw 3 physical midfielders, 3 of them, and the fast forwards. I knew it.
Anyway, Ziyech had 6 shots, only 2 of them on goal. Good God.
I mean, look, I think everyone just finito. Everyone's gone. Everyone's sad. KJ.
I'm just happy we didn't lose. Oh, fucking! I'm so glad. I never want to lose to those pricks, man. I hate it. Oh,
I think you summed it up there, my friend. I think you summed it up there. But listen, I'm gonna wrap it up. I was hoping we had 3 points from this game, but it's just not meant to be.
Did we rate Lukaku?
No, we just give him a not applicable because he didn't have enough time on the pitch.
I thought he did good, actually.
No, I thought he played well, but
yeah,
it's kind of hard to.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to rate somebody that's been on only on the pitch 10 minutes.
I think Mount was good, actually, guys. I don't know. Those 10-15 minutes, I thought he did well, actually. He lost the balls one time. He lost the ball one time under, like, pushed him around. I thought it actually should have been a free kick, but you roll with the punches sometimes.
Well, I want to see Lukaku, Mount, and Pulisic start.
We'll probably agree with that. Time to see some changes in the team for sure. Guys, listen, thanks for coming on today. Just as Matt, KJ, Alex, Alpha. I don't know what happened to Ads and left Josh.
Yeah. What else?
I think his wife was talking.
His wife.
I think it was after your snow comment, to be honest.
He left before that.
He lives in Florida.
No, but listen, man the match for me, Anthony Taylor.
He actually was good.
He actually was, yeah.
No, first off,
no. That was the should be a free kick in front of the box on Timo Werner.
Well, yeah, he missed that. Everybody
Yeah,
misses
he
some
missed.
calls.
Well, yeah, but yeah, he had the decent, but
He
still.
saved us.
Boy,
Well, he
our
didn't.
midfield.
The Madasaka, what's his name? The right wing back from Man United saved us, kicking in the back of the. He saved us. I don't think. Yeah, let's not go that far.
Our pivot lost the ball 22 times.
Who?
Our
By
pivot.
the way, Jester, what website you using for stats?
I use Sophia Score or Sofa Score and Who Scored.
What about what website does the heat maps?
Sofa Score.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, folks.
And usually right after the game, or needs to be a couple of minutes?
Straight after the game.
Can you message me those websites for me, please?
Absolutely.
You
Thank
see
you,
that, guys?
sir.
That's analysis right there between the two Americans. You love to see it. Guys, thanks for coming on. I think we've got some pods coming out tonight, most likely at midnight. Matt, Justice, who else is on today?
Marv. So it's going to be very straight to the point.
Yeah, I'm worried about his opinion today. So let's look forward to it. Guys, see you soon. Like
Look
the
forward
video.
to
I'll
what?
be back very soon. Peace.